Hi, my friends, and welcome to my 31 videos of hope. I'm so glad you joined me here today. My name is Gina Dobmeyer. I am on day 5, and today we are going to be talking about how you will never forget. My family and I are still tucked away in the woods, so I'm just taking some time to share again with you guys today. This story came to mind, and I really just want to share it with you. I remember the first time with Annabelle and then the second time with Ethan, both memories of what it was like the moment I had to say goodbye. The moment where Annabelle was in our room and the nurses all came in, to say this is going to be your last couple of hours with her. And so say what you need to say, and we're going to have to take her. And then with Ethan, right before they wheeled me back to my procedure with him, it was that same feeling, a pain I had never felt before and never thought I was going to have to experience again. And in both of those moments, the same feeling came up. And there was this anxious feeling, feelings of, oh my gosh, this is going to be my last time in this moment. My last time with Annabelle, with her physically in the room with us. My last time with Ethan, where I'm pregnant with a baby. And I just, like a piece of me, I wanted to hold on to every moment. I savored every moment. In every moment, I just cried out the same prayer. May I never forget these moments, because these moments right now are defining moments in my life that are shaping me and my family. And so when they took Annabelle, and then when I was wheeled into my procedure with Ethan, I had this overwhelming anxiety and a very panic attack almost and just started to cry. And just the realities were coming like a flood, like people just opened up, like broke the dam, and like a flood of water was just running through my room. And I just remember thinking, my memories are going to look different than what they do with my two daughters, Cadence and Miley, that the memories that I have with them are going to look different on earth than what I experienced with Annabelle and Ethan. And that big questions, all these questions came up. How am I going to remember? I don't know if I necessarily want to remember this pain, but then yet I can't erase the pain because I've already been through it. And all the questions, right, running through my head. And shortly after those experiences, I got this advice from another mom who had went through the loss of a child. And she told me, one day, Gina, you're going to have to forget, and you're going to have to say goodbye. And I remember hearing those words, and I was like, I don't know if I could ever forget this. Like, I don't want to ever forget them. They're a part of our family now. And I began to just really think, like, how can I change the narrative? How can I change that perspective as something that I have to say goodbye to? And it was months. And so after Annabelle, I remember taking this trip to my husband's hometown in Texas, and we were visiting his Nana up at her farm. And when I walked in the door, she gave me a big hug, and she said, Gina, I just want you to know that I lost a baby too, and not one day goes by that I don't think about my baby. And I'm like, this woman is well into her 80s. She has kids that are full grown. She has grandchildren. Now she has great grandchildren. And she's telling me she's never forgotten, that not one day goes by where she doesn't think about her baby that she lost. And right then and there, I was like, that's the perspective I want to take on. May I never forget. And that was my prayer from that point on, that may I never forget all that I've walked through, the loss of my babies. And so when we lost Ethan, it really was this, like, even though I had this those same feelings that I did with Annabelle, after I woke up from my procedure, I had this peace within, knowing that mommy's never going to forget. And from that point on, I really have looked at it as like, my babies are so proud of me. Annabelle or Ethan are so proud of me that I share them with the world, and that I share them with my kids and with my husband, and that we as a family have grown stronger together, and we have been each other's strength when other than when we are weak, because we all have days where we fall short. We all have days where we are all weak. And it's in those moments where one of us, because we've been able to share in this experience together, because we've chosen to take on the perspective that we're never going to forget, that if it's just the four of us that are able to talk about our experience together, that's all that matters. And so it's just been a beautiful experience to just join together as one, as a family, and also to know that we have each other as a foundation, as a rock, and that we can lean on each other when one is weak. So I really want to encourage you, as a family, as an individual, whoever you have in your corner, may you know that you too, you don't have to forget, and you can remember. May that be your prayer, and I'm praying for you too, that you never forget, my friends, situations that get thrown at us, no matter what they are now a piece of us. And now they're a story written within our heart that are making us and shaping us to who we are today and who we will become. I want you guys to know that not all the advice that you're going to get is advice that you're going to resonate with, or nor is it advice that you have to hold on to. For me, in that particular situation, I didn't have to hold on to that advice of letting go or forgetting, but maybe to some that is how they cope, and that is how they work through their own situation. And I want you to know that everyone's situation is different. Every one of us are going to have a different story to tell, and I think that's the most powerful thing to remember, is that we don't have to do it one way. Most importantly, find what works for you, find what resonates, and know that in time it could change too. That the things that may have worked then, you may have to change along the way. And if you're not in that place of where you can necessarily feel them yet, and all you can replay is that trauma of when you had to say goodbye to them or bury them, whatever it is that you guys chose to do, ask your babies, or ask your baby, can you show me how I can remember you? And I promise you, as time moves on, they will show themselves to you, and they will show you, and they will give you a new kind of strength. And I always say it's the imprint of bravery. They will give you a new kind of bravery to walk out every single day with. So be encouraged, much love, and remember, you are not alone.